We're nearly finished. We're on to questionnaires now. So this is a grade 4, so it's slightly more difficult, but it's the type of questions that you will ask people on a questionnaire. And maybe many of you have already filled in questionnaires yourself. Now, questionnaires are often used to get information of a group of people. And we use them because questions can be targeted to give you exact information that you need. And it can be done by either post, by phone, or face-to-face. A lot of times people stop you in the streets and say, can you just fill in this questionnaire? So what makes a good questionnaire? Now, to do this, I want you to try and figure out what I mean by bias. Try and understand think of what makes a bad question, and be able to write a good question or improve questions. So have a think about that, and then we'll move on. Okay, you might be expected to design a questionnaire as part of the exam. Questions can include yes/no answers. That's usually good, people can't go wrong there. Tick boxes. It's easy when you just tick. Are you yes, are you no, are you other? Numbered responses, word responses, questions which require a sentence to be written. All of those can be in questionnaires. Now, avoid biasness. That means don't ask questions that will push somebody into giving you the answer you want. So, for example, aren't I the best teacher you've ever had? If I was face to face with somebody might want to go, okay, and I'll be almost encouraging them to say yes. And starting a question with things like, isn't it true that, or don't you agree that, does lead to biasness. So, open questions allow people to write anything. How do you feel about? What do you think? Where would you like to go? They're nice open questions. Remember, who, what, where, why, then is usually nice open questions. Now, closed questions can also be used, but they restrict the answers by giving options. Now, keep answer boxes clear and simple, and don't have gaps or overlaps. For example, if I say this is under 20 and this is 20 to 29, it makes sense. But if I had written 0 to 20, 20 to 29, where would you put 20? So make sure that this isn't done, and avoid answers that are not specific, such as not much or a lot. So, with questionnaires, be careful when deciding what questions to ask in a survey. Don't be personal. You don't say, what is your age? You don't do leading questions like, burning fossil fuels is dangerous for the earth. Don't you agree? Don't reduce the answer of people who can answer it. Do you buy lemonade when you're at Tesco's? Because that's saying, one, it's making it just asking about one drink, and it's also making it specific about one shop. And don't be complicated. Do you never eat non-polyunsaturated margarines or not? Yes or no? So, here's an alternative. So, how old are you? Tick the box. Do you agree with burning fossil fuels? They can say yes or no. Do you like lemonade? What margarine do you eat? And you give an example. Okay. And always do things like other, or don't eat margarine, so that people can put in other things if that's the case. So, look at this question. Is it a well-designed question? Pause and come back to me with your ideas. Okay, it's not clear. It's like, how much sleep did you get last night? Less than average. What's average? I mean, average to some people can be 8 hours. To, I think, my teenage son, it's 12 hours. And to other people, it may be 4. So we don't know what average is to each person. So, how much sleep did you get last night? Less than 8, about 8, more than 8. Very clear what I want. So do you agree that we need at least 8 hours of sleep every night? Is this a good question? Okay. Have a think, come back to me. Okay, this is actually a leading question, getting people to say yes. A better question is, do you think that we need at least 8 hours sleep a night? Yes, no. What do you sleep on? What's the problem with this question? Now this time, I want you to think of how you would write it instead. So pause, come back to me. Okay, the question is ambiguous because it could have more than one meaning about sleeping positions. I mean, people could say, what do you sleep on? I sleep on a bed. I sleep on a couch. I sleep on a mattress. What are you actually asking? Now instead, I said, what do you usually sleep on? Back, front, left, right. So that is red, amber, green. So that's all that we have for today. So hopefully that has made some sense to you. If not, stop, go back and relook. Don't forget your exercise book. Just go through a couple of questions, see how you feel, and then hopefully with a bit more practice, you'll be able to understand. So that is brilliant. Remember, stay safe, and I'll see you for the next lesson.